You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clock in. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, welcome to the Hood Table one more again. Come on in, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, share button, and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And don't forget to follow us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter. And, of course, our thehoodtable.com website, where you can find many of my blogs. You can find links to purchase our Hood Table merchandise, from t-shirts to leggings to coffee cups, all kind of stuff. And also you can sign up for our monthly newsletters, which I send out once a month at the beginning of the month. So also, if you come in after the live, please do the same, like, share, and subscribe, and all the above. But yes, today we are going to discuss power. And I need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this spinoff so far of Power Book 2 Ghost. We are now on season 1, episode 3, and it's titled Play the Game. And if you really paid attention to the episode, you will see exactly what they meant by the title of Play the Game. Several people this episode was playing the game, playing their part. But yeah, so let me know what you thought about it. Hey, Edward McAfee. Hey, what's going on? I don't know if you watched Power or not this last episode, but I'm getting like some negative feedbacks from like friends of mine who have been watching this season. And I guess they feel like the season is moving really slow. If you've been watching it, let me know how you feel. Anybody can chime in, hit the comment, hit the comment section in the chat, or if you want, always feel free to jump on the StreamYard. And matter of fact, let me drop the link. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay, there's the link to the StreamYard if you want to jump on the stream and discuss Power with me on the screen. But I'll have to admit, the first episode was just off the chain. It was so fast. It was like, I just knew, like, just from that first episode, I just expected, me, myself, personally, a lot more action each episode. But I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do with this new spinoff on Starz, but it is moving kind of kind of slow. But anyway, this episode focused a lot on Tasha and focus a little more on Monet's husband, Tejada. I hope I'm saying that right. But this episode with Tasha, now her lawyer McLean, investigator Matarazzo, they are still upset with Tasha because everybody knows Tasha is still lying through her teeth. Everything Tasha says is a blatant lie, and they know it. You said Ghost ain't really dead. It was all a setup. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, because then I'm going to believe it, because I already kind of believe it, but then I'm going to really believe it. So I'm not going to get my hopes up. At the beginning, I thought that maybe it was a setup, that he was shot, but somebody took him somewhere and stitched him all up, gave him a little Robitussin, and he's somewhere healing up. But I don't know. That would be nice, though, because I don't know. We just gotta see. But yeah, they're still furious with her because she's still they're still under the impression that she knows exactly who killed Ghost. And they don't believe that it was Tommy. And despite Sack setting her up to make it look like she did kill Ghost and Tommy, Tasha still insists that she's innocent. She's ready to take the stand. They knew good and darn well Tasha isn't ready to take the stand. But McLean was like, okay, she thinks she really ready to take this stand. We gonna put her ass up on the stand. She didn't even see it coming. She did not see it coming. But what do y'all think about that? The scene. Okay, I'm not quite sure what Tasha wants, needs, or is trying to find out about Marshall Meredith. Y'all clue me in because I haven't figured this out. So if y'all know, clue me in. But when and she slipped her fellow inmates the morning after pill. I can't recall the inmate's name. I don't even know if they said her name, but she slipped her the morning after pill, and she still feels like she needs a friend. She needs to get the details, the 411 on Marshall. She also needs to get some information on the person who potentially may have knocked up the inmate for her to need the morning after pill, but I'm still kind of lost on what she needs from Marshall. You said he knew people was after him, and the reason Tasha know is because she helped Ghost fake his death. Oh wow, that sounds like a good theory. That really sounds like a good theory. It really does. It really does. Um, but the scene when the inmate was sitting at the table with Tasha and she was telling her, what you need a friend for? You only gonna be in here for a minute. You know, nobody stays here past their trial. So what do you need a friend for? But before Tasha could even explain to her what she really needs, then Marshall, she kind of looks over, trying to be a little nosy. And then the guy who Tejada has spying on Tasha, he kind of distracts Marshall and tries to find out if she needs anything else done. So we don't quite yet know what exactly Tasha needs from that inmate, but she was able to manage to slip her that pill, and she was also able to get them to give her a cell phone, which of course was on Monet and most likely her husband, because he has big clout in the prisons, running stuff in the prison, running stuff on the streets. And I think I like him. I might end up liking him more than I like Mary J. Blige's character, Monet, because Monet seems ruthless. Like, they trying to make Tasha out to be the queen pin when all along, top Monet, she is like a crime boss. She is running stuff on the street and she's lethal. I wouldn't want to cross her ever. But anyway, Tasha, back to Tasha. As far as standing trial, she believes that she's able to stand trial. So they snatch her away from jail, drag her to the courthouse. They put her in makeup, hair, put her in a nice old suit and everything, making her really presentable to look, innocent in front of the jury. Now, day one, she did okay. She was pretty convincing. She was even quite composed, I thought, especially when she had to say that she was involved in Ghost and Tommy's drug empire. But she kept lying. She still was lying, saying she had Tommy kill Silver, which we know was a lie. Now, she did tell the truth about opening up some bank accounts, laundering money for Ghost, but she lied again when she said she was forced to do so. Lie after lie after lie. Now, day one, she thought she had it all under control. She felt she pulled it off. That, when she does have to stand trial in front of Sachs, she, felt deeply that she wouldn't have no problems doing that. Day two, though. Day two of the mock trial, Tasha was grilled by one of the best attorneys, Tamika Robinson, who was supposed to be representing Tosh, but you know what happened there. She was in no way prepared to face Robinson in a cross-examination. Robinson, always on top of her game, she broke Tasha all the way down, proving to the jury that she was indeed a queen pin. The first day, Tasha thought she had it in the bag. The second day, all 12 jurors, including the women, and that was at Tasha's request. She said, please get some mothers, get some single mothers on there. All of them, including the women, all feel like Tasha was guilty of all charges. So Tasha, after seeing that happen, she kind of broke down. She was crying. I didn't kill Ghost. I didn't kill Ghost. I'm innocent. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do y'all think she will ever confess? Ever confess? Of course not. Because then Tyreek, she'll have to throw her son under the jail. And that's the whole reason why she's in jail, because she doesn't want her son to get arrested. As far as Tyreek, he sees it like this. If mom is going to do the time for his crime, he has to make sure that all her attorney fees is paid up. He has to make sure that he stays in school like she wants. So he has to keep on tutoring Zeke. Tariq has a lot of things on his shoulders right now to be such a young boy, but he's trying to manage. He's trying to manage. You said then the boy that shot him was in on the tube, and if you notice, the gun went off as soon as the killer showed up laughing out. So as he heard the shot, he ran thinking Ghost was dead, and that blood was fake too. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Now, as far as Tariq, thanks to Diana, thanks to Monet. Thanks for Tahada. I know I'm saying that man's right. Is it Tahada? I know Jay's is pronounced, in Spanish or Mexican, as Taha. I think his name was Tahada. But anyway, that's their last name, Tahada. But anyway, Tariq, being grateful that Diana hooked him up, gave his mother the phone, gave his mother the morning after pill to pass on to his cellmate. He texts Diana, his gratitude and wants to meet up with her. But her mom, Monet, she done made it very clear to Diana. She done made it very clear to Kane, and I was about to say Kane and Abel. To Kane and Drew. They kind of remind me of Kane and Abel though. It's like Kane, of course, is Drew is the lesser of two evils. Kane, he's more the body, ride, shoot blow your brains out. Drew, he's like, okay, let's talk it over. Let's try to figure it out. And then if it don't work so well, and then I call in, my backup, the bulldog, which is Kane's brother. But anyway, Tariq, he had no idea that after Tasha got the phone and she got the pills, that Tahada, Diana's father, had Bishop spying on her. And he found out that the pill was not necessarily for Tasha. They were under the impression that she might be pregnant, but then they were thinking, did she sleep with a CO? I mean, the girl just got there. So I would think that they would have thought it was somebody else, but they haven't figured out who the pill is for. And if they did, Bishop didn't say anything, or he didn't see it. He did take pictures. Y'all saw him take pictures of Tasha. She was sitting at that table, but maybe he didn't quite see her slip that her fellow inmate that pill. But anyway, Tahada, he is now spying on Tariq. Like Tariq was looking up information on him the last episodes. Now Tahada got his eyes on Tariq. Monet. Ooh, she's so ruthless. Man, I don't know why anybody wants to cross her. When she found out that Lil Wop, where they get these names from for these gangsters, Lil Wop, and I'm not even gonna tell y'all what came to my mind when I saw WAP. Y'all already know that that song by Cardi B. You said laugh out how low key ghosts know how to move to stay relevant and untouchable, plus keep his business running. Tasha is playing her roles, that's all, and watches all going unfold at the season. You might be right. We shall see. But Monet, she basically she got upset because Little Wop and the GTG crew, after seeing them live on social media, thanks to Diana, and y'all notice how Drew was like kind of upset with Diana, because I think he doesn't really believe in some of the actions that they have to take, or some of the repercussions that people have to face, due to his pissing off his mother or his brother. He was like, thanks, Diana. Like, he didn't want no harm to come to, the GTG crew. I don't know what it is. He kind of reminds me of that guy, Sandy on the have and the have-nots. Like he's part of the mob family, but he don't want to put in no work. He don't want to see nobody get scared and get killed. And when his family member shoots somebody, he about piss on himself. That's what he reminds me of. But anyway, maybe things have changed. But she had got pissed, so she had hit up her husband Tejada in jail, told him about the situation. He insists that, send the lesser of the two evils down there, send his son Drew down there to talk to Little Guap. Little Guap, that boy was in there. Okay, first of all, Monet is desperately trying to make money, trying to keep the money flowing, trying to keep the money running through the streets. We now can see what one of her problems is. Lil Guap was up there snorting the product. He was up there high as a kite, and he was getting all mousy with Drew. Man, he was up there feeling himself, full of himself. And after Drew told him, my mom, she really don't want y'all on social media, he gonna go live anyway. And this time he put Drew in the scene, in the shot. So Drew knocks the phone out of his hand. Drew had no idea that his brother was sent there for backup, but that might have been a good thing, because when he knocked that phone out of his hand, him and Little Guap, they faced off. They both ratched for their guns. They ratched around their backs for their guns. But right when it was about to pop off, that's when Kane jumps in. That's when Kane comes in. He shoots a couple of rounds off in the air, scares everybody. Everybody starts running. But what Little Guap said about their mama, that was wrong. He said, what he say? He said the reason why the reason why your mother is so interested in me, or the reason why your mother wants my, peen, is because she ain't had none in about a decade. Little do she know, she been getting a lot in the past decade. She getting it in prison, on conjugal visits, and she's getting it from that cop. But don't nobody else need to know that besides her immediate family, her sons and her daughters. And at first I was wondering how they would feel knowing that she was messing around on their father with another cop. But then I realized on this episode that they are fully aware that she's messing around with that other cop. Now, her husband, Tejada, he might be, helping her out with protection, but this other cop is helping her out on protection too. I think he's been keeping her sons, from getting locked up. At least this last episode, we definitely saw that he kept them from getting locked up by interceding when they came out of that whatever that place was where Lil Wop was, that warehouse or studio, whatever it was. When they came out of there, the cops saw them, heard the gunshot, started chasing them down, and then that's when her sidekick, that's when he, came in and interceded and lied and said the guys ran the other way. So he spared them. Hold on, let me read your comments. You said, hold on, let me see. You said, Tasha that's playing that role. You said you're gonna be like Ed was right, and I might be. I might be. You said Tommy is his right hand, so he thought he was official and ready to avenge his death. Goes to start a show, so he always gonna remain mysterious and solid on how he. You know what? He might be still alive. I don't know, but I thought Kanan was gonna be in the show forever too, especially since he created the show. I didn't expect that to kill him off, but he's gone. But yeah, you never know. Ghost might still be around. He just might still be around. But as far as Officer Ramirez, again, he's sleeping with Monet. He helped her sons to be able to escape. And Monet was right in assuming that Little Guap, being all flashy on social media, showing all their money, they done basically, hit a lick. They done came across some money. They slanging now. They want to show all their jewelry off, all their money off. Woo, woo, woo. So she was right. They would draw attention to the police, which they did. For this time, they managed to get away from the police. But Monet doesn't want to listen to her lover Ramirez, and she insists on not lying low, and keep business as it's going, claiming she can't right now. I wonder if it's the fact that Tejada, when he went to prison, I mean, he's been in there for some time. So I wonder if it's because of the fact that he owes some people. I mean, he did mention how he didn't want Monet to cut off Lil Wop because he said Lil Wop's father once took a bullet from him. So I'm wondering, does he owe more than just Lil Wop's father? Is that the reason why she can't even lie low? Not even for a minute for things to smooth over? Y'all let me know what y'all think. But anyway, she told him that she couldn't lay low right now. Now, when she went to visit her husband in prison for their little conjugal visit and whatnot, he was quite upset because she didn't follow orders. He's still running stuff. He's trying to still run stuff outside of the prison as well. But Monet, she don't seem like the type of person that wants to be ran. She's trying to run her business, run the household, take care of her nephew, and be a goon and all this, all wrapped up in one. A mother, a wife, she got a sidekick on the side. Monet is doing the most. Monet is doing the most. But anyway, he also tells her that he wants her to allow their daughter. Now y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Diana wants to go play ball. Now I didn't know she played ball, but evidently she plays basketball, and she thinks that she's just as good as Zeke when it comes to basketball, her cousin. But Monet doesn't want her to want Diana to play basketball. She doesn't want her to go to school. She wants her to be out in. I can't figure this out. I can't figure this out because most crime bosses, when it comes to like the females, their daughters, nieces, they want them to sit in the back, sit in the cut. They want them to go to school, get a regular job, have babies, all that kind of stuff. Get married. They might involve their boyfriends or their husbands into the family business, into the gang life, the selling drugs, murdering, all that kind of stuff. But I was surprised when Monet told her, you don't need to go to school. You don't need to play ball. Ain't no money in that. You need to help your brothers run the family business. I was quite surprised to hear that from Monet. But Tejada feels otherwise. He agrees with Diana that she should go to school. But will Monet let her go to school? I don't know. Hey, the positive push show. Hey, what's going on? I don't know if you watched the last episode of Power, but if y'all have, let me know about talk to me about some of these scenes that we're discussing. Oh yeah, make sure you guys like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, so I don't know if she'll eventually let Diana go to school or if she's gonna have Diana out there in the streets. She talking about, the CTG crew, you know them better than Drew, your brother. But I can't see Diana out there in the streets like that. I don't know. And I have a feeling that Tariq might have some involvement with that to keep her out of the streets. I don't know. It might have something to do with that deal that he made with Monet. It might have something to do with that. Tariq and Monet made a deal. He done found out basically how much money that Monet, well, not exactly the amount, but he knows that Monet is desperately in need of money. And he also knows that right now, the GTD gang is not a good look. It's not a good look for them. And they're not really making a lot of money. And we see why, because Lil Wop, he's smoking up all the money. Yes. You said you watched it? Okay. Well, let me know what you thought about the episode. A lot of people is not, they're saying the show is moving too slow. So y'all let me know if y'all feel like the show is moving too slow, if it's not giving you everything that you need. I admit in the beginning of this review tonight that I thought that the first episode just jumped off. It just came and it hit us fast. It hit us hard and it was really exciting. These last two episodes, I don't know. I don't know, but I think he's going to pick up. I really do think he's going to pick up, especially after Tariq and Monet made this deal. Now, Tariq, he managed to convince Monet That would be a wise decision for her to hook up with him. She provide him with product, and he gets rid of it. All the money he makes on campus, he gave her that bag full of money that he made in like a few days. That's more than what they've been making. The one dude at the beginning of the show, he gave him like how much? $40. He was like, "This all I can get you right now is $40." And if Drew wouldn't have stepped in, I think Kane would have beat him to pieces. He would have beat him to pieces. But yeah, he was like, nobody's making money on their crew right now. So yeah, I think it's a wise decision for her to switch lanes. But will this backfire? Do y'all think this is going to backfire on Tariq messing with Monet? Because again, that lady is ruthless. I thought Ghost and Tommy and them was ruthless. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know. You said I don't think Tariq know what he getting this. That's how I feel. I don't think Tariq knows what he's getting himself into. He is thinking solely about getting a supplier. He doesn't really know who Lorenzo is. No, I don't think he knows. And see, he did a little bit of investigation when he was at the library. I don't know what all he found out because so far it's only been 3 episodes, but it seemed like they jumped into certain scenes and then we don't see nothing else. Like when he jumped when he was in the library looking it up, we ain't seen nothing since then. In the first episode when he was looking up their family. But now Lorenzo Tejada, he's looking into Tariq, and he made a call to his mother, to Tasha, basically telling her, if your son gonna be involved with us, he now works for us. And if you treasure his life, you will make sure that he never steps out of line. So again, I'm with you, the positive pusher. I don't know if Tariq knows what he, getting himself into. But then again, Tariq is kind of smart. Tariq is kind of smart, but not smart enough to pass that dang paper. Man, that made me so mad. When he was listening to his classmate, Lauren, when she told him, okay, he thought that his professor, was going to fail him on his paper. So Lauren told him, well, you know what? You ain't got to win all of them. Just play this one out. Just give the Professor Simmons, what he wants. Just say what he wants to hear so he can give you a good grade on that paper. So that's what Tariq did. He put down basically he agreed with everything Simmons was talking about, even though it was totally against his, thoughts and his feelings and everything. And he got no credit for it at all. He got no credit. He didn't get no A, B, C, D, E. He just got a NC. NC, no credit. And the reason why his professor, not his professor, but Professor Reynolds, Jabari, who we about to get on real good. We about to get on some Jabari. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me back up. Reynolds, he told him, he said, basically, you know what? This is the grade that you deserve because you did not give your thoughts, your opinions on how you really felt about, the book. Because when Tariq was going at it with Simmons in class, he definitely was telling him how he thought of the values and how he thought of Socrates and how he thought of Socrates' speech and everything. But when it came down to his paper, he just held all that in and told Professor Simmons what he wanted to hear. So that's why Reynolds gave him a no credit, a NC. You said, do you see the correlation between Tariq and Brayden? It's like the remake of Go. Yes! Oh my God. Yes. Now, I have to admit though that I kind of thought, and I'm still not sure. Because okay, I have to admit I'm side-eyeing Lauren for one. I'm side-eyeing Lauren. I wasn't too convinced about Brayden. Brayden came through though. He comes through, gave Tariq a place to stay because Monet said if he joins the family, not join the family business, but if she supplies him with a product and he sells the product and everything, then he can no longer live with her nephew Zeke. And they have to be like, besides him tutoring him, helping him with his homework, she don't want Tyreek having no parts to Zeke. And it's crazy because she wants Zeke to go to college and play basketball. But her daughter, who just seems like she's not really made for the streets, she won't let go to school and play basketball. But anyhow. So I'm kind of side eyeing Lauren though, because of the fact that she gave him that information. She told him to basically not put his true thoughts on that paper and just concede to Professor Simmons, which backfired in Tariq. And I'm like, was there more of a uh, um did she have some kind of intentions behind that? Did she have a different motive? I don't know. I'm side eyeing her. I don't really know about her too much, but I don't trust her. Y'all let me know. I could be reaching, but I don't trust her. Braden, him and Braden could be the Tommy and Ghost. But Braden, I'm side eyeing him a little bit too. I really am. You said he didn't realize that Simmons was grading the paper. Yeah, that's right. He thought Simmons was grading the paper. And that's strange too. Because I've been to college and I've never had a class with a teacher or professor and they handed off the work to a totally different professor to grade. But maybe this is a special situation because of the fact that Tariq seems to have fell behind in the beginning, and he was late for some meetings at first. Maybe they think that he's not all the way ready for the school. Like Simmons thinks that the class is too advanced for him, so maybe that's why he have two professors checking his work or critiquing him in the same class. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Monet wants Zeke to make it to the NBA, but then she wants her daughter to be a drug dealer. I don't know. I don't know. Do you think that she's trying to make her daughter to be her mini me? And if she is, I still think that she should let her do her own thing, go to school, make a career out of herself. Because I really don't think that she is fit for the streets. But who knows? She would have a good teacher if she was, if she did determine that she really ready for the streets. Her mother would probably get her ready in no time. But yeah, I think she should let her go to school. You said this is clinical studies is more rigorous. The professor said he does grade papers. Yeah, I heard him say he grades papers afterwards. I don't remember him saying that beforehand. And if so, did Tariq know? Because he said he didn't even know that he was grading the papers. So I don't remember him saying it beforehand. I just remember him saying it afterhand that he grades the papers. But still, I don't know. It is a more rigorous class. But as far as from now on, I'm sure Tariq is going to do his best to be, like he said, authentic and defend his opinions, which Tariq has no problem doing. Again, he just figured he had to concede to Professor Simmons just to pass that paper, that assignment. But anyway. So as far as Zeke though, right now, Tariq, he's failing some of his assignments. Zeke still ain't playing. Zeke owes Tariq because Zeke has been doing nothing. All he does, and he ain't been playing basketball. He ain't been going to practices. It's not allowed for him to even go to the practices. But instead, he's sitting around playing video games, watching TV, just kicking it, while Tariq is doing his homework, also tutoring him, writing up his papers, slanging, and hustling on the side. And also, trying to keep up with his own stuff, with all his own schoolwork, which he's falling behind in. So that's why he told Zeke that he owes him a favor, which was to hit up his Aunt Monet. So Tariq could try to, he told him that he wants to date his cousin, Diana, which I think Tariq still does. Do y'all think him and Diana is going to start dating? I think so. They taking a lot of interest in each other, but I think if they do it, it's going to be behind the scenes. They're going to have to sneak because Monet is not going to be having that. She don't want him. She really didn't want him around the family. She don't want him around Zeke if he's not tutoring him, and she doesn't want him around a family. Period, because she said everybody he comes into contact with either ends up in jail or dead. But it seems like everybody who comes in contact with Monet ends up in jail or dead. So it seems like they have that in common. Let me read your comments. You said, I don't think Lauren is setting him up, though. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, you said, yes, she wants her to be her mini me and not better than her money. You're right. I don't think Lauren is setting him up, though. At first I thought him and Lauren was going to hit it off. But then when he met Diana, I was like, oh, okay. I thought they would have been a hit it off by now, but you say yes, I think so. I saw a trailer episode 4. You think so? What? Hold on. What I missed? Tariq definitely has some leverage to use. Zeke has collateral when it comes to Lorenzo now. I just hope Tariq is making a wise decision. That's what I hope. I know he really wants to pay off McClain. He only gave him $50,000. He still owe $450,000. But I think he will make that pretty quickly working with Monet, because you saw how fast he turns that money. He turned them drugs over, them pills over like ASAP. And the other goons, the thugs, the dealers, whatever you want to call them, what's the GTG gang? Lil Wop and them. Uh, they spending all their money. They buying jewelry, clothes, cars. They smoking, they snorting it up. So again, do y'all think Tyreek might have set himself up? Because how happy is Lil Wop and them going to be to find out? Because I think what's going to happen is Monet is going to basically boot Lil Wop and them to the side, even though her husband Tahada told her not to. But I think she's going to see Tariq bringing in so much money. She's going to be like, we don't need them CTG boys. We don't need Lil Wop and them, because Tariq is bringing in more money than they are. But then, you know how people are. They be hating when they get released from a job. So I can definitely see Lil Wop and them getting upset with Tariq. So I don't know, Reek. You better watch your bad boy. He gotta watch his back. But hold on, y'all. Hold up. You said they are reckless, that he and Diana is going to get together. Hold on, what? Hold on. You said yes, I think. Okay. Okay, girl, I thought you was talking. I don't know what I was reading. I thought it said that him and Monet was gonna get together. I was like, hold on now, positive pusher. Oh, she robbing the cradle. I was like, hold up now, but I read it wrong. But what do y'all think about Carrie, Professor Milgram, and Jabari? Jabari. You know, I don't too often hear Jabari, that name, in a TV show. Um, but I heard it in this show, and I also heard it in what's that other show that I was reviewing? Oh dang, now I can't think of it. Jabari. Uh oh god, now I can't remember. My bad. I can't remember. But anywho, Jabari. I like that name. I really do. I like that name. But Jabari, tell me how y'all feel about Jabari and Carrie. Um Jabari's a how you sleeping with your students at the school? Like at the school, and then the fact that his office is darn near connected to his ex's office, to Carrie, Professor Milgram's office. And he's up there now. When she first came on to him, I don't know if she's trying to get good grades. I don't know if she's trying to set him up to get blackmailed. I don't know what her intentions are, or if she really likes him, because she came on really strong and he ain't that cute. He is not that cute. You said, Woo Child carries a sex addict. I think isn't that why she was going to therapy? You know, I've been wondering about that, and you might be right because last episode, when I did my review last episode, I said, is she going to therapy or does she has a sponsor for drugs, for smoking, for drinking, addicted to sex? I did mention that last week. I said, is she addicted to sex? I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. And then how the her counselor kept her sponsor kept telling her, stay away from him. Don't go near him. If he called, don't answer. The only time y'all, have anything to do with each other is if it's work, if it corresponds to work, if it relates to work. Other than that, stay far away from him. So you might be right. She might be a sex addict. Child, child. You said, "Hey, baby girl, 82." You said, "Jabari, a pretty hoe." Yes, Jabari is a pretty hoe. He a pretty hoe, all right. He was up in there knocking it out the box. He was knocking pictures, all his awards, all his accolades, all his degrees. He was knocking them all off the wall. Off of Carrie's walls, too. I can't believe that she just got up and left because me, I ain't even gonna lie. I would have got okay. First of all, I would have got my cell phone. I would have cracked the door a little bit. I would have stood there and I would have filmed it all. I would have filmed it all. And then used it at my advantage. But the thing that kicker was he kept hitting her up. He kept calling her, leaving her messages. I haven't heard from you. I'm trying to reach you. How are you? I'm thinking about you. All this whoop de whoop whoop whoop. And then he up there next office over just slaying it. Got her all over the desk. Probably the same desk that he had Carrie on. Ain't that something? I'm like, ugh. Mm-mm-mm. Child, I thought Carrie was gonna bust up in there too. I was like, you mean to tell me you just gonna walk out, grab your laptop, your purse, and your keys, and just leave? I just knew. I just knew she was gonna bust up in there. I just knew it. At least to take pictures or record. Maybe not to stop the action, but at least to get some footage of the action. But then again, positive pusher. If she is a sex addict, and if that is the reason why she sent a sponsor and why she was basically told to do not go near him, don't have nothing to do with him, stay far away. Maybe that's why she had to hurry up and leave, because if she is a sex addict, that probably was turning her on. And she probably would have walked in there and tried to have a threesome, huh? Oh, you said he didn't know Carrie was there. I think if he knew Carrie was in her office, he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have done it. No, he didn't know she was there. He didn't know she was there. I just thought it was pretty bold for him to do it with her office right there. He also didn't know if she went home for the day. He didn't have no clue. And then the fact that he first he wasn't even gonna do it. He basically told her, girl, bye, Felicia. That's what he basically told her. And then he gonna put his hands on the door and slam the door shut when she opened the door. He was like, I ain't letting this young tenderoni grad student walk out of here without tearing that up. But why not go home? Shoot, why not go home? So yeah, I think he messed up big time. I think he messed up big time. And if he has any ideas of getting back with Carrie, if she was even considering it, I don't know, y'all. They didn't show us where she went. That's true. They did show us where it went. I just assumed she left. But you're right. They didn't show us where she went. She could. And you know what? You know what? She could have walked out the door and then came back. Okay. Mm-hmm. We don't know. You said you think he heard, oh, baby girl. You think he heard her? You know what? I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene. I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene. Because if I'm correct, if you're correct, I think I might have missed that. But I do remember her coming into the room. I remember her sitting her stuff down on the table, on her desk. Um, I think I remember her door, the sound of her door shutting. I pay attention to a lot of stuff, but I might have missed if she made enough noise for him to notice. Because if he did know she was in there, and if he does know that she might be a sex addict, he might have kept it going to try to get her in there. Who knows? They could have had threesomes before. Because people who are sex addicts, they like a lot of different things, child. They like to venture over on the wild side. Hmm. You think she would? You probably right too. You probably right. He said, I think that's why he changed his mind about having relations. And you know, that's why I said I think I need to watch that again because I think you might be right. He might have heard her in there because it was so crazy. How as soon as she walked in, at first he was gonna let her leave. But it's like as soon as Carrie sat down and after she noticed the noises several times, I'm like, I don't know. He was making so much noise. So that's why I'm under the impression that he might was doing that on purpose. I'm telling you, if Carrie is a sex addict and if that's why she's seeing a sponsor, he probably was trying to invite her into the room. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, I'm about to get ready to turn myself in, not into jail or nothing, but into the bed. Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I've been up since 6:30. I worked like 11 and a half hours. And then I had to write up my little blog. I've been writing a lot of blogs lately, y'all. There's been a lot of stuff going on, child, especially here locally in Omaha, Nebraska. If you want, you can check out my previous videos. It went down the other day in our city um, with some alleged racist committing suicide after he was indicted for killing this 22-year-old black boy. He committed suicide days after he was indicted and was supposed to turn himself in. So the city has been at an unrest for a long time, but got some kind of positivity out of knowing that the grand jury that they pressured the city to get to investigate the case came back with a guilty charges, manslaughter, and like three other charges. And then for the man to kill himself instead of facing trial. So it's a lot of stuff going on here. But anyway, so make sure you check out my website, thehoodtable.com. Again, if you're interested in any The Hood Table merchandise from t-shirts to leggings, coffee cups, face masks, pillows, we got all kind of stuff over there with the Hood Table logo on it. And also sign up for our monthly newsletters. I send out a newsletter once a month at the first of the month to everybody who signed up for our newsletters. Also, if you're interested in becoming a part of the Hood Table Nation, all you gotta do is click the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button. That's if you're interested in becoming a part of the Hood Nation. Um if you want to be a member, yeah, Positive Pusher, it's a lot. Check out my thehoodtable.com website. I do blogs on certain things that's going on in the hood and my hood, because y'all know I'm born and raised in the hood, still live in the hood. So I blog about certain things that's going on in our hood and outside of our hood too. Trending news, celebrities, things like that. But yeah, it's really heated where I am right now, and it's a lot of black and white going on right now because that man basically was proven to be a racist after the grand jury investigation. So, but anyway, I don't want to get all into that after the power review. But yeah, so make sure you follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and thehoodtable.com. And like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.